On August 30th, in Scottsdale, Arizona, during the Arizona Invitational Black Rodeo, Taylor Williams, a man known to many from Love Island, USA, faced the kind of moment that changes lives forever. He was riding in his element when the unthinkable happened. His horse tripped. In a heartbeat, Taylor was thrown to the ground and 1,000 pounds of animal rolled directly over him. In rodeo, accidents happen fast, but this wasn't just a fall. This was the kind of accident that ends careers, and sometimes ends lives. Yet, when the dust settled, Taylor showed the world exactly what he's made of. From his hospital bed wearing a neck brace, his first message wasn't about fear, pain, or self-pity. It was just 4 words. Still walked out. Those words say everything. He didn't dwell on what almost happened. He focused on the fact that he survived. He refused to be a victim. Hours later, he reassured fans again, "I'm all good." That's grit. That's resilience. That's the cowboy spirit. To really understand the weight of this moment, you have to understand Taylor Williams himself. On one side of his life, you've got the polished, glamorous world of reality television. Millions know his name because of Love Island, USA, a Peacock series where young, fit, and beautiful contestants spend weeks in a luxurious villa searching for love under the spotlight of the cameras. It's a world of poolside conversations, dramatic recouplings, sculpted bodies, and constant attention from fans and producers. The risks there aren't physical, they're emotional. Rejection, heartbreak, public scrutiny. The drama is manufactured, the environment is controlled, and even in the most intense moments, you're never truly in danger. But Taylor Williams is not defined by that world alone, because while most contestants left the show and built their lives around brand deals, endorsements, or Instagram followings, Taylor turned back to something raw, dangerous, and real. And if you've ever been to a rodeo, you know it's nothing like television. There are no producers yelling cut. There are no retakes. It's sweat, dust, adrenaline, and an unspoken agreement with danger. Every time you step into that arena, you're taking on the possibility that today might be the day it all goes wrong. So what kind of person walks away from the comfort of reality TV fame and throws themselves into the chaos of rodeo? The answer is simple. Someone who's not chasing attention, someone who wants something real, someone whose passion runs deeper than likes and follows. Taylor Williams is that kind of man. Now picture the scene. Scottsdale, Arizona, August 30th. The sun is baking down on the dirt arena. The stands are packed with energy, the kind of anticipation that only builds when a crowd knows they're about to see something daring and dangerous. You can smell the leather, the sweat, and the faint electricity of adrenaline in the air. Taylor is locked in. He's ready. To the crowd, he's just another competitor. To himself, he's exactly where he's supposed to be. One slip of the horse, one wrong step, and everything changes. The 1,000-pound animal loses its footing. In a fraction of a second, Taylor goes from being in control to being completely vulnerable. The horse crashes down, and in the chaos of momentum, it rolls directly onto him. Let's pause for a second. Imagine lying on the dirt while half a ton of muscle and bone comes crashing down on you. No time to think, no time to react, just pure terrifying force. The crowd gasps. Other riders scramble to avoid colliding with the chaos unfolding in front of them. The arena, which just seconds ago was filled with cheers, is now a blur of panic. And there in the middle of it all is Taylor. When the dust settled, Taylor wasn't just hurt. He was tested. The ambulance came. He was rushed to the hospital. The footage he later shared was terrifying to watch. But here's the thing. His first words after the accident weren't about pain. They weren't about fear. They were about victory. That's cowboy mentality in its purest form. You don't complain. You don't play the victim. You don't let life define you by your worst moments. You get up, or in this case, you walk out, and you let the world know you're not broken. Hours later, he doubled down with another message. "I'm all good." Even lying in a hospital bed with a neck brace, Taylor chose reassurance over drama, strength over sympathy. And in that moment, we saw the real man, not the reality star, not the contestant on a dating show, the cowboy, the survivor. But Taylor wasn't alone in this. Standing right by his side was his girlfriend, Clark Carraway, known to fans as KK from Love Island. Their relationship started in the safe, sunlit world of the villa. But love in paradise is easy. Love in crisis, that's where it's tested. KK kept fans updated through the chaos. She was his rock, his anchor in the storm. When Taylor was finally discharged from the hospital, she posted a video of him being wheeled out of the hospital and then a photo of the two of them together. Her caption was just 3 words: "He is good." It was a moment of gratitude, of faith, and of love, because while Taylor was proving his toughness, KK was proving her loyalty. Together, they showed what real partnership looks like, not just in good times, but in the worst moments too. At first glance, this might seem like just another scary accident, but if you look deeper, it's something much bigger. Taylor's story is about passion. It's about choosing the life you love, even if it comes with risks. Because why would a 25-year-old man with fame, comfort, and opportunities ahead of him willingly put himself in harm's way? The answer is simple. Because Rodeo is who he is. Because some passions are worth the danger. Because living fully sometimes means staring fear in the face and saying, "I'm going anyway." It's also about resilience. Most people who watched that footage saw disaster. Taylor saw victory. Most would focus on how close they came to tragedy. Taylor focused on the fact that he walked out. That mindset, that refusal to let fear win, is something we can all learn from. This story isn't really about Taylor Williams alone. It's about all of us, because life will knock you down. Not with a 1,000-pound horse maybe, but with challenges, losses, failures, and heartbreaks. Do you complain? Do you stay down? Or do you find the courage to get back up and declare, "Still walked out"? Taylor's accident is a metaphor for life. It shows us the power of grit, gratitude, and faith. It shows us that resilience is louder than tragedy and that toughness isn't about never falling, it's about refusing to stay down. Perhaps the most powerful part of this story is how it shatters stereotypes. It would be easy to dismiss Taylor as just another reality star, to assume he's shallow or only chasing fame. But the rodeo proved otherwise, because you can't fake grit in the arena. You can't script toughness when a horse rolls over you. What we saw was real. And it revealed a man with depth, resilience, and courage, the kind of qualities that no reality show can ever fully capture. So here's the takeaway. Life is going to throw you to the ground. It might trample you, it might leave you bruised and broken, but what defines you is not the fall, it's the rise. Taylor Williams showed us that even when disaster strikes, you can choose strength, you can choose resilience, you can choose to walk out with your head high and say, "I'm all good." That's what makes him more than a reality star, more than a rodeo cowboy. It makes him a survivor. On the surface, it's a story about a scary accident. A reality star got hurt, but it's so much more than that. It's a story about passion. Why would anyone risk this? Why would a 25-year-old man who has a taste of fame and a comfortable life choose to participate in one of the most dangerous sports on the planet? The answer is simple, because he loves it, because it's in his blood. It's who he is. And I think that's a lesson for all of us, especially as we get older. We all have passions, things that make us feel alive. And sometimes those passions come with risks. This story is a reminder that living a full life means embracing those risks, not running from them. It's about finding that thing that sets your soul on fire and pursuing it with everything you've got, even if it means you might fall. It's a powerful testament to the human body and spirit. To be rolled over by a horse and to walk out of the hospital hours later is nothing short of a miracle. It speaks to his physical condition, yes, but more importantly, it speaks to his mental fortitude, the will to get up, the refusal to be broken. I think what I love most about this story is how it shatters stereotypes. It's easy to look at someone from a show like Love Island and put them in a box. You might think they're all about fame, followers, and superficial things. But Taylor Williams just showed the world that he's got a core of steel. He's got an old world toughness that you can't fake. You can't produce that for a camera. It's either in you or it isn't, and it is definitely in him. He reminded us that you can't judge a book by its cover. The guy from the dating show is also the guy who can get trampled at a rodeo and be more concerned about reassuring his fans than he is about his own pain. He's a walking, talking example of depth and complexity, and I find that incredibly refreshing. This event, as scary as it was, probably did more to reveal his true character than an entire season of television could ever. In the controlled environment of a TV show, you're playing a role to some extent. But in the chaos of that rodeo arena, with his life on the line, we saw the real Taylor Williams. And the real Taylor Williams is one tough son of a gun. As we wrap this up, I just want to leave you with this thought. Life is going to knock you down. It's not a matter of if, but when. It might not be a 1,000-pound horse, but it will be something. A health scare, a financial problem, a personal loss. We all face our own rodeos. We all get thrown into the dirt. The question is never about the fall. The question is always, what do you do next? Do you stay down? Do you complain about the unfairness of it all? Or do you get up, dust yourself off, look the world in the eye and say, is that all you got? Do you find the strength to say, I'm all good, even when you're hurting? Do you focus on the fact that, against all odds, you still walked out?